Not so long ago, I found myself thinking about how I missed the 5Ds era of Yu-Gi-Oh!, where, more times than not, just setting a face-down defense position Raikou Lightsworn Hunter was combo enough. A time where the biggest concern to me was making sure that my opponent didn't have that fourth Lightsworn name in their graveyard to be able to summon Judgment Dragon, where a card like Dark Arm Dragon lived on the limited list for a long time due to being one of the most powerful cards in the game. The days of needing to meet the correct levels along with a tuner and a non-tuner to access synchro summoning. Days where tribute summoning didn't feel like a -1, and days where Jeff Jones pioneered one of the funnest strategies of all time, Quick Draw Dandy Warrior. The time where Blackwing wasn't just a meme deck. That's why I created this channel. Welcome to the Edison Club. All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Edison Club. We're here today with teammate Justin. Justin, what did you do today?
Got top 4 at the Bad Boy Gaming Edison Cash Tourney. We split top 4, so...
All right, so you want to go over some of your matchups real quick?
Yeah, so round 1 I went against Monarch Frogs. That's probably my hardest matchup. 2 won that. Second matchup I went against... might have been Dragons, I think? No, I went against... oh shoot, I don't even remember what I went against.
I didn't write it down.
I went against Dragons round 3. I lost to it. Went 1-2 in that. I went against Zombies twice. That's what it was. I went against Zombie round 2, and then again in top 4. They was playing like a hero engine, I think. And then I also went against Glad Beast in round 5. So
nice.
I don't remember what I went against in round 4, but
all right. Let's see this deck list.
All right, so I played Hero beat today because if I was lose, it would be Hero lose. It's not, so that's why we won. 3 Neos Alias. If you have Wrath of Neos in your team, I'm joking.
That's a meme. Don't actually play it.
We got 3 Neos Alias. It's just a beater, but it's more than just that. Really, you're never going to use a second effect or effect to like normal summon it again. It's there for Spark, which you'll see later. 3 Alias. 2 Ocean. I was playing 1 before the tournament, but me and Boyd thought about it, and game 1 you really want to get into your hero engine, and we took out the Snowman Eater, so we needed more water targets for Miracle Fusion, so I did opt to play this. Plus there's a really good combo with Call that you can do in your end phase on standby, bring another one back to hand from grave, so that's why I opted to play 2 of that. 1 Stratos because it's limited. It's Stratos. Captain Gold, this was like no joke, probably the MVP of the day. Skyscraper put so much work in against like Monarchs, Stardust Dragon, things that's just hard to beat over, plus it thins your deck out. 1 Voltic, in theory it's good, but it never came up today. Obviously it's better like in the 2011 format, since they have Shining and everything, but in theory it's a good card because you can push for game. But every time I sided this card out. 2 Thunder King Ryos. Thunder King speaks for itself. It's a light target, so it works well with the next card. Play 2 Honest. You have Neos Alias, you have Thunder King Ryo, you have Cyber Dragon in the side deck. So this card can just push for game. And the 1 Beast King Barbaros, I want it an Earth target in the main deck in case Gaia ever came up, like if someone has a Spirit Reaper or something like that you need to get rid of. Not that, never came up or anything.
Not that happened.
Yeah. But primarily it's really good with Skill Drain, which we do play, so just push for 3k. Before attack deck, you can get over things like Raikou without worrying about being punished or Hamster, things of that sort. Plus, it can get over pretty much any big boss monster in the game. We play 3 E-Call. We do play a low monster count, as you can see, so we want to turbo into our Stratos or Neos Alias as fast as possible. We play 3 Spark. It's a quick play spell, so you tribute Neos as cost, and you can pop a card to the field and draw a card. This is really good, like a turn 1 board if you don't have Stratos, normal Alias, set this card, because you can like pop their spell and traps before they have a chance to activate. Not that Oppression's like a danger against us or anything like that, but you can pop Oppression, or you can even pop your own Skill Drain or Oppression, so that way your plays go through. 3 Miracle Fusion. I was playing 2 before. But I think 3's the best because there were games where I just didn't see it, even playing 2. So I think 3's the right call. course, you play the one-ofs, the one Rhoda, the one Future Fusion, the one Skyscraper. This card with Miracle Fusion in hand, it should be game. If you open this card, theoretically, you shouldn't be losing that game. We play 3 of what I think is the best trap in the game. D-Prison gets rid of Stardust, gets rid of a lot of problematic monsters. This is a cool tech that me and Boyd came up with, was 3 Yada. So we wanted to have a lot of traps that could be more so like reactive. And battle traps just isn't the way to go. So we wanted to be able to chain to cards like Heavy Storm, MST, things like that, and gain advantage off of it. So Yada is really good. Of course, we play 2 of the Hero Blast. This brings back Neos Alias from the grave to your hand. So if you open this with like Neos Alias and Spark, like you shouldn't be losing that game either. We do play 2 Skill Drain. It's good against every deck, I think, except Zombie, because of course their effects activate in Grave. But this is like really good against Lightsworn, really good against Fairy, really good against Blackwings. So 2 Skill Drain. There were games where I would side 1 Skill Drain out for some cards in my side deck that we'll get to. Especially like against the Zombie matchup. We would side this out for like Oppression, things like that. Just because this doesn't do a whole lot on the field for zombies. We play the 1 Call the Haunted. We play the 2 Bottomless. I think Bottomless is still a good card. We do main deck the 1 Royal Oppression and the 1 Trap Dust Shoot. This right here can be a blowout. I played 1 game where the dude had like 2 Malicious, 1 Caius, a couple spells. Send his Caius back to deck. He makes the Malicious in his hand dead.
How was this today? Because this isn't typically a card you see played in Hero Beat.
So this, in theory, is really good with. So you could send things like if you have like a Gemini Spark or something like that, and you Future Fusion like your Neos to deck, you like can bring this back on your opponent's turn, then Spark becomes live again. In the side deck, we'll get to it, but like you can send King Tiger and a hero monster with Future Fusion, and on your opponent's turn, special back King Tiger. So you sort of have like a pseudo floodgate on the field, sort of like a pseudo turbo, if you will. I really did like this card. In worst case scenarios, you could bring back Stratos on the end phase for another search. So there's a lot of utilization with this card. So we'll go ahead and get to the side deck first. The side deck is a little odd. I think this is what I had the most trouble with. 1 Heavy Storm. Because we do have problems against decks like Glad Beast and things like that still. We don't want them to gain card advantage on us. The 2nd Oppression, I'll take out a Skill Drain for the 2nd Oppression. A lot of times, funny enough, I play 2 Starlight Road and 1 Stardust Dragon because I'm dumb. But Starlight Road because you want to protect your Skill Drain and your Royal Oppressions. We play the 2 King Tiger Wangu. I like this better than I did Fossil Dino just because this is harder to get over. This is really good in the Frog matchup too because they really can't have any tribute fodder for the Monarchs. 2 Cyber Dragon. In theory, this is like really good against the Glad matchup if they don't have any traps. It's really good against Machina Fortress decks, Gadget decks, which I know there was 1 here in top 4 today. I didn't run into them, but that's what that's there for. Soul Release, because I like to banish all the Void's fairies. I like this over DD Crow because to me DD Crow it's like better against more decks, but against Fairy and Lightsworn, like removing 1 target really doesn't do a whole lot for you because those decks are really good with like Grave Manipulation. So I would rather hard draw this and remove like either all their Lightsworn targets or remove all their Fairy targets. So I think this was the better option. Or even against Blackwings, if they leave their Vayu and Sirocco and Grave, they're playing conservative. You can activate this and banish both of their targets, and it sort of puts them, in a tight spot. That's why I like Soul Release. 2 DD Warrior Lady. That was like a last call decision. I really wanted to be able to get rid of big beaters like Christia, Stardust, Dragon, things like that. And this is searchable off Rhoda. So I would take out Voltic and probably an Ocean and put these 2 in just to get over those big monsters. Or even set it. A lot of times they'll think I'm playing Snowman Eater. If it's like game 2, then I'm playing Hero Beat. So this is a nice out to those. The 1 Snowman Eater, another water target, and my tech against frogs, which came up once today, Chain Disappearance. So this just banishes all their Treeborns, banishes all their swap frogs. So it pretty much kills the frog engine to where they don't have the recurability to bring out their Monarchs each turn. So that's it for the side deck. There's nothing I would change today probably. For the extra deck, of course, we're playing like a small count because I'm dumb. We play 3 Absolute Zero. There are times you get to your 3rd. You do play Future Fusion. You do play 3 Miracle Fusion. We play the 2 Chimera Tech because we do play 2 Cyber Dragon, 2 Gaia, Earth targets, That didn't come up today. It could have against a match of Spirit Reaper. It was right in front of me. We went like probably 10 turns total with like a Spirit Reaper being on board because I couldn't get into an out, and the out was right in front of me. I could have Miracle Fusion, Gaia, target Reaper, Reaper destroys itself. Cyber Twin Dragon is there just in case it ever comes up. Raptinus, it never came up, it probably never will, but it sends two you can send 2 Neos Alias to grave. It can make your Blast live. One Stardust Dragon, should be 2 for the Starlight Road.
Just couldn't find one in time.
1 Catastor and 1 Black Rose in case it ever comes up that you somehow end up with a tuner on field, which you know, if you play Brain Control, that could happen, but more so just filler. That's it for the hero.